Hi there, it's Ruth here, Artful Stampin. Today I'm going to be making a card that was inspired by a swap that I received from Julie Harden at the recent on stage event that Stampin' Up organised. It's this one here, and the thing that I really loved about it is that it doesn't require much more product than just for when you're making a kind of normal A6 card. So you can basically cut your base, and then by adding some extra cuts into it, you create this really interesting fold card. Now, what are these called? There's a special name for them. I can't remember what they're called now. But anyway, that's what it ends up looking like. Now, I had already designed a card for a workshop I was doing, but after I saw that one, I thought I'd redesign it. And this is what I ended up with. So if I just go through basically what you have to do to create it. You create a normal kind of side opening card like this. And then I measured 4 centimetres in from either side and just put a cut in there. And then put a crease mark halfway between the fold and then the edge of the card there. So you could apply this to any kind of size card. It's basically having the rules of having the side section there and then a section in the middle that then eventually folds up. So I'm using papers from the Sweet Soiree pack, just a couple of little pieces here that I'm just going to stick on the side there, and then also using a little piece from the wood textures paper pack, which is just fabulous. It's a great one to have in your kit for creating backgrounds and men's cards and anything that needs like a nice wood grainy texture. So I'm just going to quickly adhere these down, because this is the easy bit, and I just cut these about, I think it was probably about 1 centimetre less all the way round, so that I ended up with this nice kind of border around the pretty papers. And then also I'm just going to adhere down these strips here now, because these do not need to be flapping around. Then the other section I'm going to pop in is this one here, and I just cut the wood textures here to fit in between there. Right, and then I've already stamped and gold embossed and cut it out using the Cake Soiree stamp set, this beautiful one here. I stamped it onto the Sweet Sugar Plum cardstock and cut it out using the framelit there from the Sweet Cake set. And I'm just going to very, very simply colour in a little bit of the cake and the leaves on the design there, just to make the design stand out a little bit more. And so I've got rich raspberry and sweet sugar plum here, so you could use probably either one of those, and some old olive. And I just pick up a little bit of the colour with my blender pen and then just fill that area in with some of that colour, just to make those flowers pop a little bit more, just show up a bit more. I'm actually going to be putting a little design over the top of there, so it wasn't really necessary for me to colour it in, but I know that I've done it. So these blender pens are fab for this kind of thing, and helping your inks go a little bit further by using them to actually do direct colouring, which sometimes is needed on a card. And because this is water based, if you get some colour onto the actual gold embossing itself, you can just either wipe it with your finger or just grab a tissue and give the design a little bit of a wipe to make sure no ink is sitting on top of the gold there and just. Sorry about the jump there, guys. My camera ran out of memory, so I didn't realise it wasn't filming, so I kind of did a bit extra and then didn't realise it wasn't filming. So let me just tell you what's happened so far. So I finished colouring this in, and I stuck it down onto this lovely piece of die cut gold foil, which I then stuck onto the doily and then attached it onto the bottom part of this section of card. And then I stamped out this little sentiment here for you, and then cut it out and then mounted it onto this little piece here. And then I've stuck that down using dimensionals, and it's important to do it with dimensionals so that this section has something to kind of latch on to. Okay, so the next thing to do is just a little bit extra pizzazz, and I'm going to attach the gold rose here, and again this is from the same die set, the Sweet Cake Framelit set, and I'm just going to stick that rose over the top like that. Oh, actually no, before I do that I'm going to do some gold thread. I love this gold thread, and all I do is wrap a little bit around my fingers a few times, and then just kind of pop it there. There's a little bit of extra kind of pizzazz, and just give that a trim off like that, and then pop my gold rose over the top. And then so to cover up that dimensional that you can see there, I'm going to use one of the gold faceted gems just to stick over the middle like that, so that you can't see it. Oh, there's a little piece coming up there, right, I don't need that. Right, and there we have it. So a really, really simple way to actually jazz up your card designs by just putting an extra few cuts and a score line in. Just wonderful. So thank you so much, Julie Harden, for giving me that swap. It has totally inspired me, and the ladies at my class that I showed how to do this the other week, they absolutely loved it too. So I'm going to be doing a few more of these because it's just fabulous. So thank you for joining me today. Of course, as usual, all the products you can see are available through artfulstampin.co.uk. Click on shop, and you'll be able to go over there and shop to your heart's content. Just be aware that some of the products that you've seen today are going to be retiring at the end of May, so if you like them, go and get them now. Take care for now. Bye.